Oh, Jim! Jim! Where are you, Jim? Jim Acosta! I tell you what, he makes our life a lot interesting, doesn't he? End states was on the screen. But yeah, Jim Acosta's mocked for accidentally providing the border wall works. Whoopsie. But we'll get to that in a sec. Before we jump into that, I also want to quickly talk about this story. Tests of steel prototype for border wall show that it could be sawed through. By how long? How long did it take them? But, you know. And what did they use to cut it? But let's jump into it. So, I should just rename this to It's All About the Wall, baby. President Donald Trump has repeatedly advocated for steel slat design for his border wall, which is described as absolutely critical to the border security in his Oval Office address to the nation Tuesday. But Department of Homeland Security testing a steel slat prototype proved that it could be cut through with a saw, according to reports by DHS. Now, I'd like to know what type of saw. Is this an electric saw? Was it a diamond tip saw? Is this something that people are going to have to carry a generator with an electric saw? Or was it just a normal hacksaw blade? I'd like to know what type, but let's keep it going. A photo exclusively obtained by NBC News shows the results of a test after military and border patrol personnel were instructed to attempt to destroy the barrier with common tools. Doesn't really say what common tools they were, but maybe it's done here in this video. The Trump administration directly directed the construction of 8 steel and concrete prototype walls that were built in Mesa, California, just across from the border of Tariki, Mexico. Trump inspected the prototypes in March 2018. He has now settled on a steel slat or steel bollard designed for the purpose of border barriers additions. Steel bollard fencing has been used under previous administrations. So we do have that video here. Let's see if they show what they did. I've muted it so, you can't hear it, but... No, you're not going to play for me. Okay, never mind. However, testing by DHS in late 2017 shows all 8 prototypes, including steel slats, were vulnerable to breaching, according to an internal February 2018 US Customs and Border Protection report. Photos of the breaches were not included in the redacted version of the CBP report, which was obtained in Freedom of Information Act request by San Diego Public Broadcaster KPBS. The photos of the testing results obtained by NBC News was taken at the test location along the California-Mexico border, known as Pongo Row. Responding to the pictures from the south lawn of the White House on Thursday morning, Trump claimed it's a wall designed by previous administrations, which is true. While it is true that previous administrations used this design, the prototype was built during his administration. Yes, but it was still designed by previous times. And look, at the end of the day, nothing you do with this fence or this this wall is going to stop everybody, okay? It's there as a deterrent. It's not going to stop everybody. If someone wants to get over your wall bad enough, they'll bring a ladder. But anyway, it's very, very hard. The wall that we are doing is very, very hard to penetrate, Trump said, which I would agree with, but it's not impossible. NBC News toured the 8 wall prototypes twice before President Trump's March 2018 inspection. According to San Diego Sector Border Patrol Chief Brittany Scott, the versions seen by NBC News and the President, however, were the larger than the actual prototypes tested at Pongo Row. Okay. Why didn't they use the right size one? But anyway. In a statement, DHS spokeswoman Katie Waterman said the steel bollard construction is based on the operational requirements of the United States Border Patrol and is design that has been honored over more than a decade of use. It's an important part of Border Patrol's independence and denial capability. Blah, 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 blah. So what did Jim Acosta do? So, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi might want to confess someone's selfie stick. CNN Jim Acosta was mocked across social media on Thursday for posting a video that was meant to downplay President Trump's claims of a border crisis, but ended up supporting his argument that the border barriers improve security. Whoopsie. There were some of the steel slats in the president's been talking about, Acosta said, while reporting from the southern border. But as we're walking along here, we're not seeing any kind of imminent danger. Yes, because there's a fucking wall, you idiot. But anyway, the CNN reporter added, there's no immigrants trying to rush towards these fence. You're right. Because there's a fence, you fucking moron. Oh, God, Acosta. Acosta then declared that there was no sign of the national emergency the president has been talking about, and it was tranquil near him. Yes, because they're not going to try and cross where there's a great big fence. You fucking moron. But anyway, he captioned the video, I found some steel slats down the border, but I don't see anything resembling a national emergency situation, at least not in the McAllen, Texas area of the border, where Trump will be today. Early Thursday evening, the White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders retweeted Acosta's tweet with a proud clapback. Quote, when I went with President at Real Donald Trump to the border today, I never imagined Acosta would be there doing our job for us, so clearly explaining why walls work. Thanks, Jim. I just love the fact that we have a president and a White House staff that are fully on with like trolling people. That is just, it is just fantastic. It really, really is. CNN's chief White House correspondent, who seemingly uploaded the video from a local Burger King, is in Texas awaiting Trump's border visit. While Costa often clashes with the president and his aides, pundits suggest that he did the president a favor this time. Media watchdogs were quick to point out that CNN's reported video helps prove Trump's point that a wall or barrier along the southern border could help prevent illegal border crossings. Yes, because people aren't trying to cross where there's a great big frigging wall, you moron. Jim Acosta pointed at one of the biggest self-owns ever. Social media strategist Caleb Hull responded, he walked along the border where there's a wall in place, talking about now there's nothing that resembles a national emergency situation and there's no migrants trying to rush. That's because there's a wall, Jim. Others swiping at Acosta included one of his former CNN colleagues, Peter Hannaby. And it's just, yeah, people just, yeah. I'll put a link in the tweet, you can read it out. Earlier this week, White House advisor Kellyanne Conway scolded Acosta during a press gargle, referring him to a Samaritan, unlike by the other reporters. Anyway, Acosta has emerged as a household name for grandstanding with Trump and members of his administration, and made available to the press, has been praised by liberal comedians such as Jimmy Kimmel, and even appeared in the most recent sections of the Netflix political drama House of Cards. Last year, Acosta was briefly banned from the White House after he engaged in a continuous back and forth with Trump during a November 7th press conference. During the now infamous moment, Acosta refused to pass the microphone to a female White House aide, and he also put his hands on her, mind you. Acosta press pass was restored on November the 19th after CNN argued that keeping him out of the White House violated the network and Acosta's First and Fifth Amendment rights. He literally assaulted a girl, but anyway. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, guys, I find this whole Jim Acosta thing is just hugely funny. Look, at the end of the day, great self-owned, Jim. You did Trump a favor. Congrats. Thank you for proving to everybody why the wall was important. Because guess what? Where there's a wall, there's no problems. It's like the wall actually works. So, yeah, there's that. look, at the end of the day, like I say, look, this wall, is it going to be a magic bullet that stops everybody from trying to cross? No. There are going to be people that bring ladders. There are going to be people that are trying to bring cutting torches or whatever it may be, and they're going to try and get through still. The thing is that you want to slow them down as fast as possible so that you have Border Patrol literally waiting on the other side of the fence. And once they try and get through, you arrest them, you pick them up, you throw them back over the fence, and you repair the fence while I don't know, whatever. But yeah, like I say, yeah, just pick them up, throw them over the fence again, and or build cannon bolts. That'd be an idea. Like, just fling them back over the fence and then repair the fence. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this was a self-owned by Jim Acosta? Do you think at the end of the day he was sort of right when he was saying about Trump and there's no crisis at this wall? Personally, I think he self-owned himself. I really, really do. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.